I want to eat the bread. I want to eat the bread. Give me that bread. Look at him eyeing it up. Look at him eyeing that bread up.
Hey y'all, I am James Wright and welcome to my shop. Today is a very special video. This is Channel Pass. It was started by Make the First Cut. And basically it's a chance for makers to highlight a few other makers that have influenced us. And so Make the First Cut actually put out the first Channel Pass, and he sent it on to another maker who sent it on to another maker. And the last one was the Woodworking Junkie, and he sent it on to me. So I'm going to highlight 3 makers who I find to be very inspirational and very key in what I do, and then I'll send it on to someone else. So first up, I want to point out BearKat Wood. I know I've talked about them a couple times in the past, and Brian's work is just absolutely phenomenal. I got a chance to actually meet him at Woodworking in America. Great guy. But if you haven't seen his videos, you've got to go look at it. His eye for art is just phenomenal. His bench has barley twist legs. His cabinet for his tools is all carved. It looks like this tree growing out. Just absolutely gorgeous things. I've done one video with him in the past, and I'd like to do a few others. So here's a few quick snips about what he does and why I absolutely love his work.
I just got done gluing together the one half of the base for the bench. It went together really well, and I'm about to glue the other half together. I wanted to show you guys some of the parts that go into it. The legs have a barley twist into them. I think this is the first bench I've ever seen with any kind of decorative turning in the legs. And usually benches are just have a square, bulky base. Where's the fun in that? I had to have some fun with it. The 3 legs went together really easily. I'm used to turning that rope design in a lot of different things. I use a router mill. I'll show you how I use that. But the 4th leg that gets the bench crafted hardware for the leg vise ended up being very complex. Has lots of different parts that needed to be milled just so. It's a little bit over the top and a little bit wild, but hey, why not? When I built the doors were made much like the case in their construction, but they didn't have a panel. They get a face frame that will become carved to be the tree. And the way that the panel was made was really fun because you can see, as I open the cabinet doors, the mirror image of the branches on the inside. And then you can also see the modular, this French cleat system that I put in here to hold all the tool holders. I have quite a few holders left to make, and I'm sure as time goes on, I'll want to trade them out and make a new one for that space.
Next is W.M. Walker and Company. He is an inspiration to me in many ways. His videography is just phenomenal, and it's something I really aspire to. I love it when a woodworker can show off their art in an artistic manner, but still give the how-to. And he does a very good job of doing an artistic video, but still showing what he's doing and then explaining it over top of it. And I love, love, love the way he does it. One of these days I would love to be at the level of video work that he does. But go check out his work. It is incredible.
This is a story about community. Okay, it's a story about shelves, but really it's about community. Let me explain. This is Matt.
Hello.
Matt lives in Minnesota. I live in Virginia. which are 1,159 miles apart, or 1,866 kilometers for the rest of the world. I had originally thought I would make an imposing live edge mirror. Google Greg Clausen for the inspiration, but after seeing the edges together, it just didn't work. New plan. How could these pieces stand alone, but also work within a theme? That's when it hit me. These were going to be shelves, not because they were sexy, not because it was some crazy joinery that I had to experiment with, not because I needed a project, but because I needed something to remind me of the community I was welcomed into. The second I started sharing content. Something to hold up my dated tools of past expression above my current tools of creation. Something that with a glance reminds me to make.
Last up, this particular channel is the one I'm going to be sending the channel pass onto. So next week they'll be doing a video very much like this, highlighting several makers that are influential in what they do. And that is Clean Phil Wanted. His work is really kind of cool. He's another hand tool woodworker, somewhat newer to the YouTube scene, and has a lot of great ideas. I love the way he explains things. His sketches and drawings make everything very clear. I would love to be able to do that, and he just does some really, really phenomenal things and has a lot of great ideas about woodworking. So here's a few clips from his videos.
Biggest thing I'm going to tell you right now, Joe Tato, I don't know if you can draw. I don't know if you feel like you can't. You can. Every single person who can hold a pencil can draw. You just need to learn the basic rules of what you should do, and then you start tweaking that to be what you want. We have 1 by 1 by 1 cubes and all this layout. This is the world that we're going to draw. That is this. Okay, so let's get it to that angle, and there you go. All right, this line right here that I drew on this, that is the actual plane of this paper.
But it actually turned out rather clean in the end. I also went back and made the bottom rabbet on the end pieces match the rest of the end pieces. The finish is about 5 or 6 coats of shellac. This is a thicker cut than I'm used to, and the last coat I put on with almost a French polishing technique. I just didn't have the boiled linseed oil to help the process along. But still, it turned out pretty nice the way I did it.
So that's about it for this week. Clean Phil Wanted, you are up. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have next week. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit like and think about subscribing. Also, the channels that I mentioned are all listed here, so please go check them out and say hey from James. And that's about it. I hope you like this, and until next time, have a wonderful day.